Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today we are doing something different. We are gonna be setting up my reading journal for 2026, and I know it's literally February, but I only decided in the middle of January um, to make a reading journal for this year. And listen, I kind of fell into a rabbit hole of reading journals and junk journals, and I was like, I should make one. I want to make one that seems so much fun, and yeah. Then I had to wait for the journal to arrive, and then I had to record the setup and edit, and here we are. Thankfully, I already had many supplies because I used to do bullet journaling. I kind of stopped when I went to university. I think it was just too much, and I was not having much fun with it anymore. And yeah. So, what am I doing in the video? In the first page, I'm making a new cover because I wanted to cover those ugly flowers and make a cute spread with my name, with some stickers and some stars, and yeah. In this video, I'll be using my new acrylic markers, which I'm very excited about, and they are great. They work amazingly, and you'll see how good they look in the reading journal. So, for the cover page of 2026, I assembled a bunch of things really. I decided I wanted to have this oval shape, this yellow oval shape, I think. I didn't have really a plan for this page, so I just went with it. And also, I chose a very fantasy-like font for the entirety of this journal. And I try to draw all the numbers and all the lettering with this font. I think it turned out okay. I'm honestly not a fan of how this cover page turned out, but I ended up adding more stuff after recording this video. Like I added, I'm not sure, some stickers. I think it was mostly stickers. I'm using a whole bunch of materials which I will be listing down in the description. But yeah, thankfully I still have a bunch of stickers and papers to make collages. Of course, I have good pens for drawing, so yeah. I actually purchased two Muji pens, and they are my first two Muji pens, and I'm very excited about them. Also, throughout this journal you'll see a whole bunch of stickers, and they are mostly Pippa's because Pippa's style is just amazing for journals, and I already requested a whole bunch of new stuff, so yeah. Then we moved on to the reading goal page, and listen, I'm not someone that reads a lot of books. Like last year I read, I don't know, maybe 27, around maybe 30, around that number. And so for this year I chose the goal of 30 books, which it's a good goal for me, I think. And that's also why I was not sure if I wanted to make a reading journal, because since I don't read that much as some content creators that work around books and stuff, I was not sure if I wanted to do this journal, but I wanted something to have fun, honestly, and something I don't have to monetize or post all the time. Yeah. So here I'm just making a whole bunch of squares, more than 30, yes, because you never know. I might read even more books than 30, so yeah, we never know. And after the numbers, I added a little section with just a total, even just in case I read more than 46 books, which 45 books, who knows, it might happen. Now, moving to my 2026 TBR. For the TBR, I only chose books I already had in my shelf because I also wanted to make a wish list on the following page. So I just printed a whole bunch of cover pages of the books I want to read this year and that I already have, including Harry Potter, which I only read the first volume in English. I know, how embarrassing. So maybe I want to get through that series this year. And please, I need to finish Onyx Storm. I know. I'm just afraid. I'm honestly afraid of the ending, but I will definitely finish it this year. And also, I need to really read Seraph of the End collection because I have almost every book. It ends on the 33rd, I think, and yeah, I really need to finish it. As for my wish list, I actually added some books I don't have and that I want to get or I want to read, but yeah. And by the time I'm recording this, I already read The Housemaid and actually purchased Powerless in London. Actually, I went on a little trip with my friends and we visited Waterstones in Piccadilly, which is the biggest bookstore in Europe, and it's amazing. It has 5 floors, it's huge, it has every book. And yeah, I had to control myself to not spend a whole bunch of money. So I just bought 2 books. I bought Powerless and I bought Sasaki and Mianu Volume 4, I think, which is a collection I've already read, but I want to have all the books. So yeah, here I'm also gluing all the cover pages and yeah. On the following page, I decided to make a TBR tracker because I thought it would be fun and I want to be more aware and make myself accountable of all the books I have, all the books I'm buying, all the books unread that are unread and sitting on my shelf. So yeah, I just made a little table with all the months and with 3 columns that are titled bought, read, and TBR. So I just track how my TBR is looking after the end of every month. And I finished 2025 with 43 unread books. Which, listen, could be worse. Could be much worse. But considering that I have less than 200 books, it's something. On the next page, I made a TBR page where I wrote all the titles I have on my shelf. And after I finished recording this and wrote the actual titles, I quickly realized I would be needing more space. Because it's literally February and the first column is full. And the second column is, right now, I'm pretty sure, half written, so I might add an extra page for it. I will let you know. Then I went with my acrylic markers to draw these little flowers, just to make the yellow frame a little better, look a little better. And yeah, I love how this page turned out, because the acrylic markers are very pigmented and opaque, and since I had done the frame with a brush pen, it looks perfect. I love this page so much. I also colored in the title, just so it wouldn't look weird. Then we moved to the bookshelf page, I think you can call it. And yeah, I just drew a whole bunch of shelves and some decors, a window, a mirror, a candle. I think I drew a plant. Yeah, I drew a plant, and a whole bunch of books. And then I just drew them with a marker, and then I colored them. And yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of how this page turned out, because honestly, when I made this, I was not feeling very creative, but yeah, that's okay. I still like it somewhat, so yeah. Then I made this little window. I don't know, I was just trying on stuff, because when I did bullet journaling, I was not very adventurous. I always did the same setup for my weekly spread, so yeah. And yeah, my color key, I wrote books, fanfics, manga, and manhwas. And if you're wondering, yes, I will be counting fanfics for the reading goal, because once again, I don't read a lot compared to some other people, and I read a lot of fanfics, so yeah. But I will only count fanfics to my reading goal with more than 30,000 words, which I think is somewhat fair. Then we moved on to my DNF graveyard and my monthly favorite spreads. And I just did this little frame with the markers and the other page with my brush pen, and it turned out perfect. I love this green, it just matches the aesthetic for the setup perfectly. honestly, it's very rare for me to give DNF to a book, but since I saw a whole bunch of videos, as I told you in the beginning, of reading journals, I thought it would be interesting to see if this year I give DNF to any book. I just glued this page because since I had done some experimenting on the other page, I had the pictures just making the page look weird. So yeah, that collage hides it. So yeah, and I love how the colors scheme of the spread turned out because I used the green and the gold for both of them. And also for my monthly favorites, I can already spoil you that for January it was The Housemaid. I was very surprised by how much I liked that book because I had never read something of the genre, so yeah. I also went to see the movie. I'm not the biggest fan of the movie. I don't really care for Sydney Sweeney, so yeah. I think she did a great job at acting as Millie, but I'm not the biggest fan of the movie. For the book, I gave 4 stars out of 5, and for the movie, I gave 2. So. And finally, I made the spreads with a reading log because I wanted somewhere to just write everything I've read. No review, no stars, nothing, just titles and the authors. And yeah, I have a big page for books, a smaller one for fanfics, and a third one for manhwas and mangas. And also, I can also spoil. This year I've read a book, 2 fanfictions, and a manhwa. I'm pretty sure that's it for now. I'm starting. I'm in the middle of the second book and I'm enjoying it a lot. Hopefully it will be logged in this page very soon. that was it. That's how this reading journal turned out. I'm very happy with it. I had a lot of fun. I had missed making journaling content and making journal in general because I really like it. And yeah, this is it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't boring for you. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye bye.